question to your question bank. But before we proceed in adding question to your question bank, it is very important that you create a question group. If you have been using SmartSchool CBT portal, you already know how to create a question group, but this is very important. So instead of creating easy, hard, intermediate, and the rest of them, you just have to group your question into first term examination, second term, and third term. Or you can group it into entrance exam. So you want any question that we want to add from now onward, we want to be able to select what entrance exam as the word question group. So I'm going to create a question group named what entrance exam. So if I assign question to entrance exam, it will be easier for me to what to filter out questions that belongs to what entrance exam. So I have created the entrance exam now. So the next thing I'm going to do is what to create what question. In case if you don't know how we got here, to get here you need to what log in as admin or as a teacher. You go over to online exam bracket CBT, then you're going to see the option what question group. Now to add question in your question bank, you go over to what question bank. And when you click on question bank, it's going to what take you to what to this page where you can be able to what add question different using different what method. You can add question individually, you can add question through Excel, or you can use our AI question generator to generate your questions. You can explore any of these. We have a tutorial on how to make use of them, all of them. So you can see here now question group that we have. You have different questions here under question group. So I'm just going to add one question in question groups in question entrance exam. So I'm going to click what add question. So when I click on add question, it's going to give me the opportunity to select. So I'm going to select the which academic year do I want the question to belong to. We are preparing for next academic section. So which term, first term, which class, grade 1, which section, this, which subjects, English. Click on filter. So now you can see you have single choice, multi choice, true and false, descriptive. You can explore any of them. So under question level, I'm going to select easy. And then under question group, I'm going to group it under what entrance exam. How many marks? I'm going to say 5 marks. Then what is my question? Which of these are exam examples of now? I'm going to give option dog, singing, dancing, jumping. The correct answer here is what dog. A dog now is a name of a person, animal, place, or thing. Then under the answer, I'm going to select what answer. So you have successfully added this question now. So let's go back to our what question bank. So you're going to see the question here. So this is the question. You can see question group entrance exam. So this is how you would add question to your question group. Now the next stage is what? We want to assign this question to the entrance exam that we have created. We want to assign this question to what? The question the entrance exam that we have created. To do that, we go back to what? Online exam. We go back to what? Online exam and locate what? The questions that we want to assign it to. So this is the question, the entrance exam that we created that we want to assign it to. You can see under question quantity, You already have 0 here. You can see the starting time and the ending time. Okay, the starting time the end time have even passed. So I'm still going towards, I'm going to extend this end time to, um, let me edit it. Let me extend the end time to this date and update because the end time is already in the past. So let's go back. So I've extended the end time. So now to assign question to the question group, you can see you have this exam status. We have results published. This is if you want the exam to, once you are done setting up everything, this is where you want to make it to be published. And this is the option to what? Add question to this question now. So you don't need to make sure that this thing is currently what? Off. If it's like this, which means you cannot be able to what? Assign question to it. But if it's off, you can be able to what? Assign question to it. So you click on what? Add question. So when you click on add question, remember we set up question group entrance exam. So I want to filter out question that belongs to what? Entrance exam. So I'm going to click on question group entrance exam and what? Filter. So you can see it makes it more easier for me to what? Filter out questions that have scheduled to what? To become what? For entrance exam. Which if other exam, for instance, if I'm doing midterm test, kickoff test, CA1, CA2, and I have them on the group here, I can also filter it by that. But in order not to get questions that are not relevant to what you want to set up, in order not to get question that is not relevant to what you want to set up, we have to what group all our question under what entrance exam. So I click on what filter, and then once I do that, I will assign. I want to add more questions from normal exams so that it can be up to 5 questions. Remember, we only added 1 question. So I want to add 5 more questions. I actually need true or false questions, question type, single choice. So that's going to add, yeah, that's all. So this is what how you what add question in what in question in your entrance exam question bank, how to create question group, how to assign question to exam. So let me go back to what the online exam list. So you're going to see the question quantity now. You can see that what it have increased to what 6, which means I've assigned what 6 questions to this what exam. So if I want to now make this exam to go live so that students will be able to write the exam or view that they have an upcoming exam, I can what toggle this what status up. So it has been what published. So now you can see the starting time, you can see the ending time. So which means the students, assuming that today is 19th of June, students will not be able to write the exam on 19th of June, only from 20th June, and it's by 9 a.m. And then the only time they can only write the exam is from what 20th um, June to what 26th June, and by 26th June by 5 p.m. depending on your local time. If you're in Nigeria, you are using WAT. If you are using UTC 1 or UTC 2 or UTC-3, anyone at all, it's going to what be according to what your local time that you're operating on. So this is the time range for this exam. So now you can see that you cannot be able to what assign question here again. But if you toggle this off, and then you can see what add question has what appeared. But once it's active, it will what disappear. Right. So this is how you create question group, add question in your question bank, and how to assign question in your question in your entrance exam question, and how to what make the entrance exam status, how to make the exam status to what? To be live. See you on the next tutorial.